just trying to show you the jungle that is my backyard. Let's see. This is my backyard. That's the neighbor who allows me to use his yard for a garden. The only semblance of a garden is the sunflowers, which are covered in morning glories. Everything that you see over there is basically morning glories, covering everything. I really have to get out there and chop it down so I have a usable space. And apparently my son did not close the coop last night because I woke up, I opened up the window, and there's a bunch of chickens looking at me. And now they're having their fill of things that they oughtn't eat. So I gotta get out there and wrangle them back to their space before they totally wreak havoc. Where are they? Oh man, they're pooping up the place, making a mess and destroying my plants. Oh man. Alright, go on with you. Alright, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Alright, you know you're all on the wrong. Keep it moving. Let's go. Okay, well, if you keep moving, I'll get the food for you. Oh my, what happened? Oh, so he forgot to close the small door. Okay. Whatever. You chickens are some lucky birds. Every once in a while this happens. And we might be able to get away with it once or twice, but those raccoons do catch up to the mistake eventually. And they get in there and they cause they ravage the coop. One time I lost, I think 3 chickens in a couple of weeks. Different mistakes, but you know, once they get a taste of that fresh chicken, they are on it. They are on top of that thing, and they will seek it out until they get every single one. So anyway, well, I'm glad it was a good morning in any case. No dead chickens. It's a lovely morning. I think it rained most of the night, although there isn't that much water in that pail. It's only like about a little bit less than an inch, but I wanted to show you my 4 o'clocks have seeds in them. It appears that all you gotta do is basically pull the seed out. And that's it, basically. That's the seed that you plant. Or at least that's what I planted when I got it out of the packet. It's a very big seed. Anyway, so, oops, I lost it. I'm trying to get over a cold or no, it's probably more like a flu that hit me a couple of days ago. So my voice is a little bit more diminished than usual, and I'm gonna be clearing my throat a lot, so please forgive me. I don't know about you, but it really bothers me, that noise that I make when I clear my throat or when I'm coughing. So anyway, I apologize profusely. I wanted to show you excuse me, the potatoes. I left them out here to cure. Even though it rained, this spot here is kind of, well, it's just underneath this awning, so there's no rain that came in here. But basically you have to allow your potatoes to cure. Basically it's just drying. They have to dry in a cool but dry but humid location. And you have to, this one is moldy. You know, when you're done curing, you have to go in there now and fish out any ones that are no good. I have to admit that I didn't try to take out the damaged ones beforehand. It was very hot that day, and I was too through with handling potatoes. But I'm gonna do that now because I wouldn't want to waste my effort. So I'm gonna try to get out the damaged ones and throw out the ones that are too spoiled. Anyway, so in addition to the cool but dry but humid location, you have to you know, give it a few days. It's been a week exactly since I harvested these, and anyway, I'm gonna keep doing this. But some of these are like wet, just wet. So anyway, most of these are gonna be fine, but some of them actually rotted. It's only like 2 or 3. I think it was 2. But you know, this is not good. They were sitting, I guess, in a wet spot for about a week, so I'm just gonna let those. Really, you're supposed to have them in a single layer, covered, you know, to allow air but no light. I'm gonna try and figure that out in a little while. But these are the potatoes that are totally damaged, but they're okay. I mean, you know, in curing, they do sort of heal over a little bit, and they are okay. But of course, you should eat those first. You should eat them quickly. These are damaged, but not. They don't have broken skin. They're just like this one's just wet. This one's okay. Like some of these, this one's actually growing already, so gotta use that quick. And then there's something like this. Has a little hole. I think something's been eating it. It might have been ants. Because we have a lot of Argentinias and they get into everything. And they are very destructive. Hey!
How are you? Everything good?
I'm good. Landlord's son. Anyway, that's going in the house, those 2 baskets. And I'm gonna try, you know what, I think I'm gonna just put those in a bag, take it upstairs, and then put some of those into those baskets to spread them out a little bit. And then I may put them on that shelf back there because it doesn't really get very wet back there, especially if it's covered, so we'll figure that out. Single layer, no overlap. This is the basket I'm taking in the house. It's about 5 pounds or so, more or less. And down there is where I put the 3 baskets. There's a big one with the big potatoes, and the little ones are under there. So that task is accomplished because it's been gnawing in my brain, gnawing on my conscience about doing this. Because I knew that wasn't the most dry spot for them. So anyway, hopefully all wrongs have been righted, and I will have a proper potato harvest to enjoy for months to come. So now I have to tackle this jungle that I was showing you earlier. All of this, everything that you see for the most part is tangled up in morning glories, which are beautiful. I love them, but they make such a mess of things. I mean, I can't even hardly go into my garden. Like I said, you know, the space is really unusable at this point because everything is just overgrown. You guys can let me pass? Excuse me. Excuse me. So, this guy's, he's tricky. For the most part, he's a nice rooster. He doesn't bother me or anybody else. He actually really doesn't like my son, so anytime he sees my son, he takes a chance to jump at him, but not me so much. Anyway, this is where the corn is. I mean, it's basically done, so I should have pulled up those stalks weeks ago, but I haven't, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of getting over a flu or something, so probably today is not the day that I'm gonna tackle this mess, but I'm tired of looking at it. Look at this. This is supposed to be a path. In here, in order to get to the back where the bees are over there in that corner. But these are raspberries. Actually, they're wineberries, and I'm really seriously considering getting rid of this whole thing because it didn't really, you know, produce very well. I'm pretty sure it's just a wild variety, and it's not really worth it to me to lose the space and you know, not be able to access the bees. There's a lot of stuff going on back there. There's some pokeweed growing over here. It's kind of overflowing from the neighbor's yard. see now I'm having to like duck the raspberries. They want to scratch me, so every time I come back here I have to wear a hat or something on my head. But anyway, all of that is pokeweed that's coming over from the neighbor's yard, and I really don't want it to start turning purple because the birds are gonna have a feast, which is not a bad thing, and I love that they can have a feast. But